Good afternoon, everyone. I will talk about trials of Metamitron in Spain and New York. First, I want to show this slide because the fruit thinning is a very complex process. The efficiency of fruit thinning can be influenced for the cultivar, for the climate conditions, the cultural techniques, the history of the orchards, and the spraying conditions. However, all these factors can be influenced for all this. It's a crazy time. There are a lot of factors can influence the efficiency of fruit thinning, and it's a very complex process. My presentation is divided in 4 points. The first, I will explain the model of action. After, I will explain the Brevis efficacy at different fruit size, and the determination with other conditions which influence the efficacy of fruit thinning, and the effect of different rates of thinning in Gala, Fuji, and Sweet Tango, and after the conclusions. Okay, I will start. Brevis is the commercial name of Metamitron. Is a photosynthetic inhibitor. Okay, the model or the action mode is different of the other products. And this inhibition reduces the carbohydrate production by the tree and produce stress after the fruit farm. For you see better, this is a video. The production of photostimulates is the transport of the photostimulates between the leaf and the fruit, and you can see all fruit receive photostimulates. Okay, this is a normal situation, and all fruits grow. However, when you spray Metamitron, the production of photostimulate is lower, and all photostimulates go at the biggest fruits. At the end, the biggest fruits continue growing, and the rest fall. Okay, this is a simulation. Usually, there are the efficiency of this product. I will explain can be influenced for the climatic conditions. This is a simulation. It's the best situation. Okay, but how is the inhibition of Metamitron? There are 2 scenarios. You can do 1 spray or 2 sprays. This bar is the day of spray. In this case, this bar is 8 mm spray, and this bar is the 10 mm spray. When you spray Metamitron, the maximum inhibition arrives 2 or 4 days after application, and the inhibition is between 40% and 50%. Okay, this maximum inhibition can be changed between years. Okay, there are years the inhibition is at 30%, but usually arrive at 50%. After this period, the tree go recovery slowly, and after 20 days, the tree is fully recovered. When you do 2 sprays, okay, the maximum inhibition arrives in the same moment with the first application, but when you do the second spray, the maximum inhibition, the period of the maximum inhibition increases between 8 and 10 days. After this period, the tree go recovery slowly. After 30 days, the tree is a fully recovery. The conclusion, this part is the single Brevis application treatment showed the maximum inhibition 2 to 4 days after application, and recovery in 20 days. However, when there were 2 sprays, the inhibition was maintained between 8 and 10 days, and recovery took in 13 days. Okay, the second part of this presentation is Brevis thinning efficacy at different fruit sizes in Gala and Fuji. We did 4 experiments between 2015 and 2016 in Gala. I spray Metamitron in different timings. You can see I spray it in different fruit size between 6.5 millimeters and 21.5 millimeters. The rates of spray was 1.3 pints and 1.75 pints with 100 gallons per acre. This rate is the usual rate that we spray this product in Spain. The maximum rate is this in the register, 1.75, and we spray the usual rate for these cultivars. And we compared all these treatments with hand feeding. Okay, this is the result, is the average, the all trials. And you can see the maximum efficiency of Metamitron is in the range between 11.5 millimeters and 14 millimeters. This is the maximum efficiency of Metamitron. But you can see there are attendants that when increase the fruit diameter, you can see the 6.5 millimeters. When increase the fruit diameter, the efficiency increase. When arrive the maximum efficiency moment, after this period, the efficiency decrease. Okay, I want to say that in this trial we only spray a single spray of Metamitron, and was necessary a hand thinning for arrive the ideal crop load. Okay, this table shows that there are differences between cultivar. This is a number of fruits per tree. You can see the Fuji show higher number of fruits after application of Metamitron in comparison Gala. At the end, the efficiency of Metamitron is higher in Gala. There are differences between cultivars. When you see the difference between years, you can see in 2015, the number of fruits is lower in comparison to 2016. At the end, there are differences between years. This difference is because this product can be influenced for the temperatures. This is the Celsius. I'm sorry for not change this scale, but the box is the period of spray between 6 and 20 millimeters, and this line is the average of temperatures in 2015. When we compare the temperatures with 2016, you can see the temperatures always was lower in 2016. For this reason, the efficiency of Metamitron was lower this year in comparison to 2015. Okay, this is the year with higher efficiency, with the variety, with higher susceptibility in 2050, and the comportment is the same. Okay, in this case, we see we have the same crop load in comparison with hand thinning in the ranges between 9 millimeters and 19 millimeters. Okay, all these treatments have efficiency of Metamitron, but if you see the treatment after the treatment 6.5, when increase the fruit diameter and the efficiency increase, when we arrive the maximum moment of the maximum sensibility of the fruit is in the same moment in the fruit diameters between 11.5 and 14 millimeters. After this size of fruit, the efficiency of Metamitron is lower. Okay, and this size we don't have efficiency. And the conclusion of this point, Brevis thinning effect was observed at king fruit diameters from 9 and 19 millimeters, with the maximum efficacy observed in the 11.5 and 14 millimeter range. Okay, the next point of this presentation is what is the best in the key environmental data to explain the Brevis efficacy year to year. For this, we evaluate 27 trials between 2013 and 2016 in Gala. The rate of spray in all these points was 1.3 pints with 100 gallons acre. And we evaluate the flowering of the year and all these variables, okay? Evapotranspiration, relative humidity, radiation, temperature, but the temperature, we evaluate the daily temperature, night temperature, the wind speed in range in periods of 3 days and 5 days, okay? Between 8 days before spray and 8 days after spray. We put all these variables in the same analysis. At the end, the best important factor is the night temperature for spraying the efficiency of Metamitron. Okay, the model select the flower clusters per tree. Okay, when we have higher number of flowers, the final number of fruits in harvest is higher. Is a logical, and the night temperatures 5 days before spray and 3 days after spray was the best important time for spraying the efficiency of Metamitron. And when increase the temperature, the number of fruits is lower and the efficiency of Metamitron is higher. And the conclusion, the final number of fruits per tree was positively related with the initial flower cluster per tree. The nice temperatures in the period of 5 days before application and 3 days after application is the best weather variable for predict of the final fruit number. I want to say at this point that the last year we evaluate the Malusin model, and it's a good tool for predict the efficiency of Metamitron. But this analysis go in the same line of the Malusin. And the last part of this presentation, I evaluate the relationship between dose and Brevis efficacy. Okay, the first part it was in Europe. 4 years between 2015 and 2016 in Gala. We evaluate 5 different rates, okay, in the timing between 8 and 10 millimeters. The rate that I evaluate is 0.9 pints and 3.5 pints, okay. The maximum dose of the resistor is 1.75, okay. In this case, we applied the double of the normal rate, okay. We applied the double of those of the resistor rate, and this is the result, okay. Here in the axis of the X is the thinning rate, and this is the number of fruits fruit set, and when increase the thinning rate, the number of fruits is lower and the fruit set is lower. At the end, the efficiency of Metamitron is higher, okay. When we increase the rate, the efficiency of Metamitron is higher, okay. But the fruit weight, the average of fruit diameter, and red blue area, all these parameters are related with the crop load, okay. With higher crop load, all these parameters is lower, okay. But when increase the rate of Metamitron, the efficiency of thinning is higher. At the end, the fruit weight, the fruit diameter, and red blue area is higher because we had higher lower crop loads. Okay, the second part of these studies is in New York State. And during 2015 and 2018, during 4 years, Cornell evaluate the efficiency of Metamitron in different rates, in rates between 1 pint and 2.7 pints. Okay, they evaluate into timing in petal fall and 12 millimeter spray in Gala. Okay, and the result is the same. When increase the rate, the efficiency of Metamitron is higher because the number of fruits in these 2 timing was lower. It's important to say that if you see the timing, the 12 millimeter spray, there are efficiencies, or there are number of fruits between 100 and 200. Okay, with in petal fall never arrive at this efficiency. At the end, the efficiency at 12 millimeter is higher. The result go in the same line that I explained before, that the maximum efficiency of Metamitron is in this fruit size. And the second experiment, it was in 2021 in Sweet Tango. We applied 3 rates between 1.5 pints and 2.5 pints, and the result is the same. Okay, this is the number of fruits per tree. When you increase the rate, the number of fruits is lower, and the fruit set show the same result. Okay, at the end we have a linear dose effect with this product when increase the rate, and the efficiency is higher. Okay, the last conclusion is a linear dose effect was observed with increased Metamitron dose, resulting in a greater efficiency of the thinning. Okay, this is all. Thank you very much for your attention.